Hey, what's up, YouTube? Raph, aka the Keeper. No, I haven't made a video in a while, so I apologize again. Been busy. I had finals. Finally done with the semester. So today I thought I'd come back post Dark World and give you both decks that I'm running. I decided to keep playing Gravekeepers after Dark World had seemed to flop in Ohio. And as well as KC, they topped, but they didn't do like amazing. So I decided to keep playing GKs. So I'm gonna show the build that I have for right now. What I played yesterday at a 6 tour guide tournament at Nebulous in Chinatown. I went. It was 6 rounds and then cut to top 16. There was more than 60 players entered. I went 4-2, which was stupid because I should have went X1, but it's whatever. I ended up getting 12th place, and then in my top 16 matchup, I was so tired. I made a huge misplay. I had Torrential Set, Roach, and a set Spy. No Necro. He's playing Plants. He has one back row, I think. Summons Tour Guide. Actually, no, he has no back row. Summons Tour Guide. I let it rock. Gets another Tour Guide. Goes Leviair. Oh, no, actually goes Sangan. Gets Leviair. He has one Tengu removed from play. No other Tengus are out. And I'm sitting on a Roach. I'm trying to read BLS in hand, but I didn't fully think it out. So, once he passed priority with Leviair, I Torrential. He was at 2,500, I was at 3,000. He has one card in hand. He played Foolish Burial and Foolish to Spore. I go. I have Gale and a top deck Recruiter. I summon the Gale, punch, no Gores. He goes. He top decks Caius. Removes for Spore. His Necro Valley's off the field. So yes, I lose to a top deck Caius yet again. By the way, it was in Jerry Wang's store, so I must run with Jerry Wang somehow. Anyway, enough about that. Here's the deck list I ran. I'm possibly changing it to add some compulsories in here, but that's TBD. The current deck is 41 cards, so here's the Gravekeeper build that I've been running for a few weeks. Bread and butter, 3 commandants, 3 spies, 3 recruiters, stuck with it. 2 descendant, been holding strong with 2 descendant. I've had a lot of consensus between players who are still playing Gravekeepers that they're only running 2 descendants as well, so I'll hold strong in that 2 descendants and the 1 assailant. That's my GK lineup. Next, I have 1 Malefic Dust, protection from heavy storm, and he's a free 2,500 beater, so that's really good. Wastes a bottomless, wastes a warning, so if I have no other play, and it helps if I go first turn Royal Tribute without using duality, just bring him out, set a monster, and trigger. So I still like the 1 Dust. May change soon, but I like him. 1 Gale. And I decided to throw him back in. Again, this is subject to change, but I like the Gale. Puts BLS back in place. It puts a lot of stuff within range. Trish becomes a 1-hit. Everything pretty much dies. So I really like Gale. Aside from that, it's a tuner. It lets me make a lot of plays through Shadow Imprisoning. So I can go Arcanite and pop. So, yeah, the 1 Gale is pretty good. And my last monster in the lineup to make 15 that I've been playing and teching, Dad. Why? I know, I get a lot of controversy about that. There's a lot of graveyard control in this deck, especially since I added a Rite of Spirit into the trap lineup. You figure you have Gale and Malefic Stardust that are just going to be like stuck there if they get to the grave. And then you have Commandant, which is Earth, so that doesn't hurt you. And then you have Stell, which you can just grab everything back anyway. So your total dart count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 GKs, which are stellable, and then 2 that you can't touch, as well as Dad himself, but that shouldn't be the issue. Dad I like because he gives me a lot of answers. Like, Hyperion is a bitch to deal with. This is my answer to Hyperion. Just special, run it over. Or if they somehow get VLS out, which means your field spell is not there, remove, pop. Makes them waste a warning on something, and then you can flip Spy, go off, go Descendant on them. But I do like Dad. Dad did help me win 2 matches yesterday. And also, he's really easy to side out, too. So, it just gives you that extra space to side out. It's really easy in deciding what to side out and side in. But he's really good to have game 1. So, I like Dad. That's the monster count, 15. Now for the spells. 3 duality. Still, gotta get that first turn Trib, minus the, of course, Dark Worlds. 3 Necro, still. Plant's still heavy in the format. Necro gets over Dark World because of their field spell. Doesn't necessarily stop any of their other plays, but it's field spell for field spell, so you don't have to waste MSTs or destruction on getting rid of their field spell. So 3 Necros is still imperative in my belief. 2 Tribs, again, it's really easy side out fodder, depending on the deck you're playing. Low monster count, you're not going to want to play the Tribute. So yeah, and Dark World, obviously, you don't want to play the Tribute. So, 2 Tribute, 2 Stel. I'm still on 2 Stel. Not hype about 3, but we'll soon see. Because again, I wanna try a new build. So 2 Stel. I'm down to 1 Wonder Wand. I still really like it. I'm just trying something out where I'm using this stupid card because of Dad, and it gives me a not dead Dad in hand sometimes. But yeah, so 1 Wonder Wand. I still really like it. The only thing though is that it's a condition that I need to have a spellcaster. Excuse me, I have to have a spellcaster on the field. So sometimes this is just a really dead draw. I still think it's really broken for the deck because I like it a lot, especially with the recruiter play. But I'm down to 1, and I think I'm going to keep it there. I think you should still run it in the deck, but 1 is good enough. So 1 Wand. 1 Allure, again, I explained, it's mostly for Dad. Still helps get off that first turn Tribute. You can also use it on Gale or Malefic Stardust, and then if you remove it with Gale, you can go Recruiters into Leviair and have a new Gale play set up. So that's another play. But 1 Allure for now. Again, subject to change. Hole, staple. And the last spell, I'm teching 1 MST. I just think that after the way the format's been going, sometimes I do need to get rid of a spell because it does hurt, or a trap card face down. Again, I don't believe in blind spacing. I think it's stupid, and just bait it out. Wait till you get rid of some back row back there, and then only in-face space when they only have 1 card and you don't know what it is, or if you know what it is. Like, if you know it's a Monster Reborn and you have a Necro Valley, you really don't want to hit that. You can wait for them to hit your field spell before you can just do that, and you can just chain this to it. So 1 MST because it is still really good. I don't like 2 MST in the main, and I still don't think I would ever main two MSTs and GKs, for the mere fact that there isn't a lot of heavy back row decks right now. So 1 MST is just fine. But I do think it's necessary now. Anyway, traps. 3 bribes. Subject to change. I love bribe. Don't get me wrong. Love bribe. But it's subject to change. I'm probably going to go down to 2 with a second Starlight Road with the new build that I'm going to test out. But I'll keep you updated. I still really like Bribe. It's such a power card. It gets rid of pesky problems. Foolish Burial that they'll go for game 4. No, they'll draw a card. And they'll have to figure out another way to dump it. So, I really like Bribe. 3 bribes. 2 Deep Prisons. Yeah, I have to count to 2. I still need an Ultra for this. So this comment is annoying. 2 Deep Prisons, it's really good. I'd still, I guess I kind of understand now that the deck is supposed to be anti-meta, so it's supposed to be heavy back row. It's supposed to be a problem to attack me. So yeah, 2D Prisons is good. I play both now. Solemn Brigade, just staples. TT, staple. Force. One road, again, I might try something else out with 2. And Rite of Spirit. Rite of Spirit is very, very usable because, again, it gives you more graveyard control for the dad play, for 1. 2, I love having Descendant out here. Descendant. They have 2 cards there. Summer Recruiter. Oh, look, pop. Oh, look, it was a bottomless. Search. Grab another Recruiter. You wasted my summon. Rite of Spirit. Another Recruiter. Pop. Search. And get rid of both back row and then hit. It's really, really good. It's subject to change, but it's really good, and I like the 1 Rite of Spirit as a tech, at least for this build because I'm playing Dad. If I end up taking Dad out of the build, I'm probably going to test some compulsories out, maybe a 3rd D Prison, and a 2nd Starlight Road, but again, all subject to change. But that's what my current build is right now. 41 cards, 15 spells, 12 traps, and I think 15 monsters, 16 spells, and 12 traps. 3, 6, 9. Yep. Anyway, now to show you the extra deck and then the side deck. Extra deck, 2 Stardust, 1 for the road, 1 for Malefic, 1 Leviair, because it does come in handy, 1 Leviathan, 1 Wind Up Zenmeister. Yes, he is used. Again, he reuses Gravekeeper Spy for 1. And 2, he comes out at 25, which some people just don't realize. And when they have Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, oh, XZ, overlay. They don't read his effect. They'll think he's 19. They have a Ryo. Okay, punch. Because they think it's just going to suicide, and then you get over them by 600. So I like Zenmeister. 1 Roach. 1 Utopia. Brio. Armor Master. Arcanite. This is Black Rose. My friend still has mine. Mistworm. Because, yes, there are those times that you're going to have 2 recruiters out there, and you're going to want to synchro for Mistworm. I don't play the Trish. I wouldn't play the Trish. Again, you know how I feel. I'm not going to get 2 removal effects when I can get 3. So I'd rather get rid of a full field and swing for 25. I was using Decisive Armor yesterday, because that Agent deck, it's funny how often you can actually go Decisive Armor in this deck. Flip Spy, grab Recruiter. Oh, I have Gale in hand. And for that Agent matchup, it's really detrimental to them, because they play so many monsters. You lose that last effect, make sure you get yourself down to 1 card. Or if you have a Stell in hand, set the Stell, drop all your Gravekeepers, pop their whole hand. You're going to burn the hell out of them. And then you just Stell back your monsters. It's so good. And he's a 3300 beater, so Decisive Armor was really good. I took out the Ancient Fairy Dragon for him. And then 2 Cyber End Dragons. I was siding Malefic, so. Here's the side. 2 Bottomless for Rabbit, and for other problems like Ryo, so any deck that decides to side into anti-meta with heavy monsters, or big beater monsters, Bottomless is there. The other space, just in case you run up like TGs and whatnot. 2 Chalice, I'm still playing them. I really like them. Comes in so handy. I went for game with a Chalice in my 2nd round. Roach, he had 2200. I swung with my Gravekeeper. No, I swung with Fossil Dyna to get over his Tengu. I attacked with Roach for 19. He econed. I bribed, and then I went Chalice for game. So that was good. I really like Chalice. 2 Secret Village. This is my tech against Dark World. This is supposed to give me a better matchup. Um, so it didn't cut me off at 15 minutes. Wow, I'm impressed. Anyway, so yeah, this is my way to get around Dark Worlds. So again, I apologize for the long video. Secret Village shuts them down. They play this, they can't play their field spell, they can't play any of their spells, they can't play their upstarts, they can't play drag down. It stops so many plays, and it lets them not get going. It forces them to make that first tour guide play and try to go off. But the only thing is you have to have a spellcaster, so keep that in mind. Also, this is another target to keep out your Malefics. 2 Snowman Eater. There's been a lot of controversy about this or guard. The difference is, yeah, sure, Ryo will attack a guard and bounce back to the hand, and then if they didn't summon, oh look, summon Ryo, and I still can't pitch to get my effects. So, what I like about him is that he will eat up Ryo, and he will stay on the field. I'd much rather get rid of it with a destruction. Granted, it hurts when I'm playing against the Stardust, but I like Snowman Eater a lot. Plus, it helps with the Leviair play or the Leviathan play, because then you have to waste 1 less recruiter, and you can keep your search. So, 2 Snowman. 2 DD Warrior Lady. I love this card. So good. In that Dyna matchup, Rabbit Dino, whatever it is. Except for Dolka, this thing will get rid of Logia. Logia can't even do anything to stop this. So that's 1. Although a lot of them are maining D-Fissures, so that's something you gotta watch out for. Anyway, D Warrior Lady, good against TGs, it's good against Dark Worlds. Oh, I have Grapha, I'm gonna attack. Yep, and then he's gone. So, it gets, once you get rid of Grapha, you pretty much slow down that deck entirely. So, 2 DD Warrior Ladies, 2 Dynas, staple, and then 2 Malefic Cyberends for the Dark World matchup for 1, and then for anything else that's playing a field spell, like Dragoonity or whatever, and you're gonna have a battle, so you have something to get over everything. So, 4K is pretty nice. That's the deck. Side extra. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you guys. And I'm going to be bringing my hero deck really soon too. So, take care.